going on, mi gente? My name is Ruben, aka CrossRodz.
And I am Mark from House of Nettles, people. Hey.
And in today's episode, we will be discussing, of course, the latest trailers for House of the Dragon Season 2. So stick around because this episode is gonna be freaking fire. Welcome to Binging Dragons. So House of the Dragon Season 2 trailers dropped and we got a special treat for us because they not only released one trailer, they released two trailers. One for Team Black, one for Team Green, and it was just so damn incredible. What do you have to say, Mark?
I'm just happy that sometimes HBO just wants to spoil us, and I appreciate it. They could have just gave us one big trailer, but no, they split it up. So if you really enjoyed Team Black, you had some. If you really enjoyed Team Green, for some reason, you had something for you too.
And that's right. That's right. I never saw this coming, and whenever I started reading on the rumors and all, I thought it was not going to happen. There was no way they were going to release two trailers because I read this last night. Some random page posted it. And I was like, there's no freaking way. And they ended up doing it. And that is some good ass, how do you call that? Marketing. Right there.
Yes. I love how the whole fandom kind of divided. Some people are divided. You got people that cheering for Team Black. They got people cheering for Team Green. You kind of can pick a side and hopefully still have fun in this fantasy setting, picking a side.
That is right. That is right. So before we get into more deep into the trailers and get talking about the trailers, let me just remind you guys, don't forget to follow the page, Binging Dragons, pretty much everywhere on social media by now. If you're on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, on TikTok and Instagram. Come check us out because there is so much more coming out, and especially in June. Now, in terms of Nettles, my friend Mark over here, remember that you can follow him at
House of Nettles on TikTok, YouTube. I even got an Instagram and on the Twitter. I know it's X now, but follow me there. Try to do some live tweeting when the episodes come out. But guys, make sure you follow Binging Dragons everywhere you can.
That's right. That's right. Because there's so many things that we've talked about and many things that are hopefully that will happen down the road. I really want to do a rewatch of season 1 in preparation for season 2. So hopefully Mark can join me for all of them, but if not, for as many as he can. So yeah, that would be really, really damn awesome. Now,
oh yeah.
Anything else you want to say before we get going with the trailers?
That just hopefully you are all watching all the bits of House of the Dragon. You've seen season 1, you've seen Game of Thrones, and if you haven't, this is a perfect place just to get some of that information. Maybe you missed the Game of Thrones. We're here to talk about it.
That is right. That is right. So I think we are more than ready for the trailer talk. First of all, how do you feel about the trailers?
I think
First reaction,
trailers done well. Now, do you want me to tell you which one was my favorite?
You go ahead.
I don't want to. I know somebody's going to be upset. I know somebody is, but the green trailer to me, it was a little better. It was great. Both great.
They are.
We got 9 and 10, so it was close. But I'm going to give it to the green trailer on this one.
Okay. I like it. I'm liking it. I'm going with Team Black. I'm going with the trailer of the Blacks. I just love Cyrax. You know, the green trailer was really damn good. Both of them to me were at the same height. I'm just joking, just to go against the green choice, but both of them, I think, were absolutely great. I put them at pretty much the same level because both of them really highlight. Actually, no, I take that back. I'm a stand by Team Black trailer. Yes, and and it has to do with the North. The reason has to do with the North. that is something that I've been waiting for so damn long, and I feel like they did it great. But we'll get to that.
Hey, the North remembers. The North remembers, and I
That
remember the
is
North.
that is true. That is true. Now let's see. First thing that we have to talk about, I feel like it, in
Mhm.
terms of the of both trailers, is the fact that they finally got rid of Jace's wig. They finally gave us Jace with good hair, not that weird ass wig from season one. So
No.
uh thank you to any whoever it was that was in charge of that decision. Thank you from the bottom of
I
our
want
hearts.
I want to know who put that thing on his head in season one, and they all looked at it and said, "That's how we want our character to look." Him and Luke, like I don't know what was happening.
I know. For real, like the worst one by far was Jacaris's wig. Like it was so bad, dude. It was so bad.
It was like it was like they were wearing bicycle helmets and then had a wig on top. I
Yes,
don't know
yes.
what they were doing. Yeah, it was a choice made by somebody.
And the thing is that in terms of the color of the hair color, it wasn't even that far away. So I don't know why. I really don't know why they went with that wig in season one. But I'm really happy that they got rid of that.
But I gotta say, if we're talking about wigs, we have to say shout out to whoever fixed Baylor's and Raina's wig. Cause
Oh,
season one, Raina's wig looked like another helmet on her head. I said it in my video on TikTok. I don't know if somebody they got some wig technicians from Atlanta and said we're gonna fix these young ladies' wigs, make sure they ready to go, make sure because it was laid, it was giving scalp. You saw the baby hairs on the side. It was everything I needed. Shout out to
yep,
them.
yep, for sure. There, okay, people. This episode, I need to remind you guys a little bit. We are super damn excited about this trailer, and forgive us from the get-go if we are a little bit all over the place because we are just so damn excited. This is pretty much first reaction after the trailer. I know it dropped a little bit earlier today, but we're still hot when it comes to this craziness of a trailer that they put out. So forgive us if we're like all over the place, down as we keep on going through like different points and whatever. But I'm glad that you liked it, man.
Hey, I liked it, and if we're gonna talk about points, I'm gonna give a point from a character that really stood out to me. Uh, I'm gonna go with Aim in One Eye. My man, looking around the room, he said he wants his uncle. Ain't no one gonna stop me. If my uncle wanna see me, see me. And I was like, yes, this is the Aim in One Eye I need because I
Yep.
did not enjoy how in the season at the end of season one when he looked kind of disappointed. He was shocked that he eliminated his own nephew. Like, no, I wanted him to lean into it. I want him to be the pseudo rogue prince.
Yep, totally, dude. So you were not. I wasn't on board with the whole thing of him being like, "No, Vagar, why did you do that?" Like, no, I wanted it to be more like straight up, like in the book almost, where he's actually being a dick, he's being an asshole, and after the Baratheon girl, I forget her name, calls him out, and I think she says something about, oh, that the kid not only take your eye, but it took like pretty much your balls,
And up, it was
and he lost it.
and I was okay with him being surprised that he killed his nephew, but I just wanted him to once he did it to be like, wow, I need to do that again. You know what I'm
I
saying?
got
Lean
you. I
into
got
it.
you. I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
and I feel
Oh,
like the in the trailer we got to really see him like that. That's the aim, and they were giving it before that episode. That's the aim, and I love and want to see.
so okay, so it's interesting you say that because that's why we can't really like get so ahead of ourselves a lot of times, which it's really hard to do because we're fans. We don't have the whole vision of what they're planning, of course. So when the show ended at season one, Yes, we ended up like that, wanting more of that, you know, a more bad Aemon and more like to
Yeah.
be more behind the fact that the dragon Vagar had killed Luke and the dragon or Arax.
Yeah.
Um, but
Shout out to you because I wouldn't remember that his dragon's names.
oh really?
I can
Dude,
remember it.
I try to remember like as many as I can. Um, because I just freaking love Cyrax is my favorite dragon, but I just love them all for real. I'm a huge damn nerd about the dragons, really, and I want to learn as much as I can. But yeah, Amon. I think this trailer told us everything that we need to know about his character down the road in season 2, season 3. I don't think season 4, but we'll
Yeah.
see.
Now I want to. Now we're doing all this talk about Eamon. I know you love the trailer for Team Black. Did you have any character that really stood out to you that you really you enjoyed seeing them and made you excited to see them in this upcoming season?
Okay. Out the gates, of course, Craig and Stark. I don't care if it was only 2 damn seconds and all we got to see was his hair, a little bit of his ear, maybe a little bit of his cheek. That's it. That's all I needed to know. That's all I needed to see. I am fucking sold, dude. I'm okay. If you look back to that trailer, I remember Jace looking to his left, looking at him with some, which we can talk about that later. But as we know, there's a lot of rumors of like that Sarah Snow really actually exist. But that's
Yeah.
for some other day.
We'll wait to see what you do when they go.
Yes, but that was me. The way that Jace was looking at Kragan up on that wall, that was fucking me because I've been waiting for Craig and Stark for so damn long. And
Mhm.
all I needed to know, all I needed to see was 2 seconds. That's it.
You saw the back of the cloak, and you're like, "All right, we're back with the Starks." And
That's right.
I do wonder if that's where Jace met Cregan, like at the wall, and then they go maybe they go down to the to Winterfell later, like instead of him going straight to Winterfell to meet him. I wonder if he like went straight there. Cause I don't think we got a lot of time to be traveling just from Winterfell to the wall
Hmm.
then back, and we
Right.
got to fight a
Right.
war. We got to fight a
Right.
war.
True. True. I think that okay, I've got a feeling that he will arrive first at Winterfell. I've got a feeling because okay, I've noticed this, and this is one of the points that I have, and this is what I wrote. I put the trailers feel like this world is even more detailed, or like they refined the details of this world even more than they did in season 1, because I think that season 1 of House of the Dragon, they really like went down in terms of when I say went down, they did a really good job in terms of giving us small details that for us the nerds of this world feel big. You know, like whenever they went to Storm's End, that the whole vibe of Storm's End was just so damn awesome. The inside the castle, Harrenhal as well. Whenever the show started, that first episode with the Council of 101, and Jaehaerys and all of that, it looked incredible. All of the details. So, with that being said, I really love the fact that it feels like it's more refined, even more refined than season 1. Now, the reason why I think they're going to arrive at Winterfell is because uh, I feel like they have updated Winterfell for sure, than compared to what we got in Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
Which,
I
what are you
really
going to
hope
say?
they give us more. I really hope they give us more of a book accurate Winterfell. We can see those real huge, mighty walls, those big
Hmm.
towers. Even get a couple glimpses of that broken tower where Bran fell. But I really want to
Hmm.
see it taken up a notch.
So that is the reason why I think that they will arrive at Winterfell first. Because that, man, I can just imagine Jace on top of Vermax arriving at Winterfell, and all of them, I don't know if they're gonna be shocked or what, because it's the North people. You know how they are with whenever like people from the South come up. Uh, uh,
I
yeah,
would be worried too if somebody
oh,
we had a Targaryen, well, Valerian prince landing with his dragon.
exactly. Yeah, for sure. And then from there, I think they will go to the wall. So you got Aemon, I got Cregan.
Yes, yes, as the favorites from the trailer.
Okay. Well, I gotta say, it was my favorite thing about the trailer, but in terms of what we got in the trailer, we got some. Okay, if we're talking about cool moments, I feel like I would go with some other character. It's just that I wanted to see Cregan Stark so freaking bad. So me, they say fulfilling the dream of wanting to see Cregan Stark in live action and all of that. I was extremely happy. But man, I feel like Damon needs like definitely a, how do you call that? Honorable mention.
Yeah,
Because
David definitely needs an honorable mention. I for sure enjoyed seeing him in his armor, and I think Matt Smith was just serving face the whole time. They would show him, and he'll just give a look, and I was like, oh my gosh,
yep,
he's
yep.
thinking of something. He's got some crazy plan he's gonna do.
And by the way, I said Damon first, but please, people, I haven't forgotten about my girl Rhaenyra. Like Rhaenyra is looking freaking Emma. Man, they're looking incredible for real. Like they really updated her character, as in Rhaenyra. Uh in terms of wig as well. I don't know if you saw the like those pictures that have been going around with the posters and all of that. That it's giving a lot of like Daenerys vibe. I don't
Yeah,
know.
they definitely took a lot of inspiration from Game of Thrones and that one outfit they had from that poster they dropped yesterday. I thought that was terrific. A good callback to a show that takes place after this one takes place.
Right. Yep. Totally. Uh, So yes, Damon, Rhaenyra. I love that scene when Damon is just sitting on Caraxes, full armor, and he's saying something about you got two options. You either bend the knee, of course, or watch all of your house burn.
I I love that scene for the fact that is he the choice he's making by telling that house you bend the knee or burn is just positioned to when you see the green trailer and you see Aegon say, well, I'm the king. If they're going against me, we gonna have to take them out. I'm like, okay, which side's really better than the other if you're really not giving the people a choice on
Mhm.
how they're gonna handle these decisions.
And it's funny you mentioned that because that is something that it's fun, the whole thing about, oh, team black, team green, this and that. But at the end of the day, yes, it's fun. I do it. I chose a team. I'm always going to be on the side of Rhaenyra and the true heir, the person that Viserys decided to be queen. But at the same time, I'm not blind, and I know there's characters that within Team Green and Team Black that are really like great people. Damon is a badass, but he's not good in general. So
Mm-hmm.
he's just on the team that the team that I support more. But
Yeah, of course. And you can say the same thing about Team Green. Like Helena,
Elena,
Queen Helena is, she's great. She's not a combatant. She's not out here asking for war. She just so happens to be married to the so-called King of Westeros.
yep, the Helena, man. It's at first, man. I don't even want to talk about the first episode. Uh,
Well,
now,
yeah, we keep a secret.
um, so we got characters right now, and we're of course there's again people. There's too much to talk about this trailer or these both of these trailers. Uh, we're not gonna cover everything here today. Uh, we probably got like 15 minutes left, something like that. So I want to make sure that we go through most of the points that we wrote down. Um, so what do you think if you put one point, I'll put the other. and just
Yeah, yeah.
until we just run out of points.
That sounds good. I can say something from the green trailer that, even though I said it, I enjoyed it more than the Team Black one, kind of disappointed me, and that's that they keep showing Alicent Hightower, Queen Dowager Alicent Hightower, as being kind of not all in on this war. Like, I understand she never thought, at least in the television show, she never thought it would gotten to this point. But once you do all this, proclaim your son as king, send people as your emissary to these different castles to on behalf of King Aegon. Like, what did you think was going to happen? Like, there's war about. There's people are going to fight. People are going to, unfortunately, in this fictional war, die. So they keep showing her just looking surprised and not fully understanding what's going on. And I hopefully that's not something that continues in this next season.
I think it will continue. I think they've already like set themselves up with her character, and um I don't know. It's I kind of don't like that decision because it's like, okay, if you're going to be bad, if you're going to be bad, be freaking bad, man. Like, don't be all like, what would that be? Wishy-washy? Would you call
Wishy
that?
It's almost like they're not let her be the competent queen that I remember from Fire and Blood. She makes
Yeah.
decisions, she lives by them.
Yep.
Sometimes they work out, sometimes they don't.
Yep.
People, if you don't know
Yep.
what happens, you're gonna have to see how
Yep.
it works out.
Totally. And you see now, my fellow Valerians and Valar Morghulis people, uh we love the shows. We love the trailers, everything. But at the same time, we also have, things to say about decisions and whatnot. So hopefully that tells you that we are not entirely, on the hate band, because I know there's a lot of, in every fandom there's always people that are like in Star Wars, like, or they hate there's like this specific group within that fandom that absolutely trashes anything and everything that comes out.
Yes.
And yeah, we love these shows. We understand that the books are better story wise. We absolutely love these shows as well. There's just something to it. I tweeted about it. I said something like, George's books are always going to be over the television shows, even if they do movies down the road. But story wise, but there is something about live action that just, man, it gives me this feeling of like, it's undescribable, really. It's just amaze,
Yeah.
at just being able to see a lot of these things that we read about and kind of
Hmm.
fantasize about. So I don't know, just wanted to throw that out there uh for all of you
Oh
guys,
yeah.
because we definitely have a problem with the way that they've done Allison Hightower. Like, her character is like, either give me all bad, or give me like someone that is actually, if you have someone that is so uh how do you call that? Um that is
I'm trying to
just
think.
overthinking everything that they're like, their decisions, and like, oh my god, like, if I do this, but make sure that you don't hurt such and such. Like, dude,
Yeah.
already by what you're deciding, you know that you're sentencing a lot of people, and you're setting like war, battles, deaths, suffering, just by the things that you're deciding. So don't be over here giving me that, oh no, but make sure that you don't hurt such and such. Man,
No, just be. I just want her to be. She is competent, but I feel sometimes they kind of try to play both sides and say like, oh, maybe she doesn't know what she's doing or what's gonna happen. Like, she knows. And also, just a quick point for anybody it's okay to be upset with something that happens in the show, but once you get to a point where you start, oh, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this, and the books are better. Like, always remember, the books never changed. You can always go back and read them if you don't like something that you see in the live action or in a cartoon or anything that's adapted from the books. The books are always going to be there. I pinky promise.
yep, that's totally right. And I understand as well, because again, the story is so damn good. Reading, I'm almost done, by the way, with a Clash of Kings, and just reading it, it's just incredible. All of the details. But the medium that TV and the live action world, there are just too many things that sadly need to be cut because they can't fit. Now there's other times where they have kind of like an agenda of like, oh, let's make this character like out of nowhere X or Y that ultimately ends up messing them up. But yeah, we're here enjoying both mediums for what they are. That's
Yeah. Books never change.
um. So which one did you say? Allison, was it?
Yeah, I said hopefully they make Allison a little more competent than she was.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of my points are dragon stuff, of course. True. Now, of course, I did have Jace's hair, which we already talked about. Cregan, I've talked about. Let's see, dragon seeds.
Now,
That
I didn't
did you
see it.
wait. Did you miss the part where they're sitting at the table and Adam is there and it seems like it's Hugh Hammer.
Mm.
We're not gonna
Oh,
we're gonna
oh, no, but
uh,
now I got to go back and watch. I feel like I missed something now.
that's why I'm telling you you're gonna change from the greens to the black, man. Like for real. Like they're sitting down. It's Jace, Bela, Adam, and then Hugh Hammer and Alan.
Off white.
Off
Mm.
white. Off white.
Okay,
We
yeah, I'm
think
definitely gonna.
we think they haven't confirmed it yet, but
Mm.
it's like, dude, they look like it's them for sure because the guy that looks like Hugh Hammer, it's some huge dude, and you can tell it's him. Like it has to be.
Well, that's even better. Like you said, I got to go back and watch and make sure I can see some of these dragon seeds in
Yep,
this
yep,
trailer.
yep. And then yeah, they're just sitting at the table. And of course it's super fast. Uh
Mm.
but yeah, I've got that point as well.
Yeah, and now that we're talking about dragons, I know you said you're going to talk about them, but
Go.
that's where the Team Black trailer really shine. You can see the dragons, you can see them. It seems like they're preparing for war. I mean, this is the dance of the dragons, and they are out there in the battlefield. They are out there flying around. I can't wait to see what they're gonna do. Cause what's Baylor's dragon? The Moon Dancer.
Moon Dancer. Yep.
Moon Dancer looked amazing. I can't wait to see what battle or non-battle she's participating in that scene that we do see her in.
Yep. Yep. It's so did you get to like I don't know, I think there's some screenshots around of Moon Dancer and Bela whenever she's like flying around and then dips. Have you seen
Hmm.
that?
I have seen
Um
that.
okay, so someone took like a screenshot of it, I think. And you can kind of see the face of Moon Dancer, and it's so different from all the other dragons that we've seen so far. And the color as well is really good because as we know, it's like this green. I can't remember the exact word, but it's green. And it just looks so damn awesome. I love Bela, so
I, I love the fact that we're getting so many more dragons and get to see how they're all these different colors because that's one thing where Game of Thrones really kind of fell short on is
yeah.
showing the differences in the coloring of the dragon. I know we can't have the different color flames. That might be a little too much for what they're trying to do for television, but
Yeah.
just seeing how they vary in their appearance is really cool.
Absolutely, dude. That is another thing that I think. Okay, if something good came from season 8 of Game of Thrones, there's not many. There's not many. But one of the good things that came out of that, with it having been such a big letdown, and we can talk about exactly like the letdowns and whatnot later on, but I think that obviously they know the criticisms, the big time criticisms that people had with Game of Thrones in general,
Hmm.
and even more now since they got so many people to be fans of the source material, as in George's books, because like me, there's thousands of other people who got into A Song of Ice and Fire thanks to Game of Thrones.
Yes,
You as well.
I would have
Yeah.
never read those books if not for that television show.
So I think that hopefully they might not get everything, of course, because it's just hard and as well artistic. How do you call that? Artistic liberties
Liberty.
or something like that. Of course, they're gonna put in their own stuff sometimes, and it's up. It's up to us, the fans, to be like, "Oh, dude, you messed up with that decision or not." But I think that they are very conscious of
Yeah.
a lot of our criticisms. Uh, and you can see that already with this trailer. A
Mhm.
lot of criticisms with like the what do you call that? Oh shoot, the clothing and the wigs and all. And you can already tell there's like a definitely update. There's definitely an update to all of this just with this trailer. Jace's hair, Rainita's attires or dresses, and her hair is already looking way much better. Um, Damon, everyone, dude, Aegon, Aemond.
Yeah, I really think they were listening to the fans because certain things when the fans say it, I'm like, all right, you need to calm down. That's ridiculous. But
Yeah,
just the small little touch ups they did to all the hair, the outfits, it's really just in that trailer. I'm like, okay, this is making a big difference for me. So y'all could have done it the whole time, but I'm at least happy you're
yeah.
doing it now.
But exactly, but that's a really good thing because it
Mm.
tells you that for the most part they are listening to the fan base.
Yeah, because
And yeah, go.
I was about to say it was an easy fix, and I know they had to look around and were like, okay, let's at least do this for them. They might have a point on this.
Yeah, totally. And yeah, uh, let's see. I even kind of I forgot a little bit what we. There's just too much, man. There's too much. The dragon seeds you mentioned. Bela was it and Moondancer or
Yeah, they're seen flying around. We got to see Vagar again, and I can't get enough of seeing the largest dragon left in the world just flying around, being her big mama self all the time.
oh man, Nanny
Well,
Vagar. It looks yeah. She's always killing it. Uh,
mhm.
pun. How do you say? No pun intended.
I don't know how much of a pun it's going to be at.
uh, what else? We saw
I know.
Sunfire for the first time.
Yeah, that was so awesome. Even if it was from a distance, we at least got to see the whole body. I can only imagine how beautiful they're gonna look when we get really close up to see Aegon, the King Aegon the Second's dragon.
And what else? Moondancer. Okay, speaking about details, I absolutely love the fact that okay, so there's a part where Rhaenyra is walking into the dragon pit. It's like she has her own dock for to mount Cyrax, and that
Oh yeah.
looks, dude, that looks incredible. And I think they kind of have the same thing for Sunfire, um, and like dragons in the dragon pit in general. I don't know, maybe. What else? What else? What else? What else? Do you have another one?
I guess a point in details. I know I saw it in the first trailer way back in December, but I'm just happy that Kristen Cole they cropped that man's hair down. He looks like a more grizzled person. Because my only what I hated was seeing the time skip and seeing all they did was him grow a beard. I'm like, no, he doesn't. It's been 15 plus something years. I need him to
Mm-hmm.
look all that anger for all that time has got to wear you down. And they cut
Yep.
that hair, give him a more of a 5 o'clock shadowish beard, and now he looks like the grizzled Lord Commander I wanted to see.
That is really, really true, and it will only make us hate him more.
Yes, 100%.
Yes.
I think they had a scene when he was walking on the bannerments with his sword out, and I
Yes,
know
that
he did
scene looked
something.
really fucking good. Yes. Yeah.
We're gonna hate him more, but it did look good.
No, of course. But what's a story without a very good villain or few villains to hate, you know? And he's definitely
Yeah.
one of those that reading Fire and Blood, you absolutely despise him. And then House of the Dragon, same thing. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that for real.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um Let's see. I do have a question. Or you know what? I'll leave this question for the end. I think it's a good question to maybe end the episode with.
Okay.
Another thing is, did you notice some of the battles that we are gonna have?
Yeah, I was trying to peep them out. I saw when they were on the tents when they were at their encampment. I know some battles that are going to happen, but I saw one night and I couldn't see what sigil he had. It was yellow and red, and I thought he was a Bracken, but I wasn't 100% sure.
Yellow and red?
Yes, and
Because I know
they're
yellow and black is the Brackens, right?
no, yellow and red because they got the red horse.
Brackens do.
Yeah,
Okay, I always get kind of mixed up with them, and the
the black
Blackwoods is
woods.
what.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
but
So wasn't that Burning Mill, or is that because that's not Tumbleton?
no, that's definitely we probably won't get that till in the season 3 or something or midway in season 3.
But there's two fights at Tumbleton,
Yeah,
right?
but they're so close together. Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Which
I can definitely.
the second one
And
is the
we
one that I just
hurt. It's gonna
freaking
hurt.
Hugh Hammer, and damn it, it pisses me off. Um, Bracken, yes, that is a Bracken. Sorry, I looked at TikTok. Are we okay, everyone? If you're watching the episode right now, remember to follow us on TikTok as well, because a lot of times, if not every time that we record, we go live on TikTok. And even though it's kind of hard for us to keep up with things that are happening on TikTok when we're live, at the very end, we always say hi and like talk and geek out with people. So keep an eye out for that for sure. And yes, thank you to everyone that's been joining on TikTok. You guys are freaking awesome.
Yeah, and
Uh,
everybody on TikTok. The more you tap the string, the better podcasters we all become because the more attention we can put into this craft. So keep tapping that like button, sharing the live, all that good stuff, and make sure and follow House of Nettles and Binging Dragons, all
That's
those
right.
cool places.
And you can follow me CrossRodz as well. I'm starting to not
Yes.
even promote it because I'm having a love-hate relationship with that account, but whatever. That's for some other day. So yes, I don't know if that was the Battle of Burning Mill, because that's one. Burning Mill isn't. I think it's one of the first few battles, if not the first, from the dance that happens around like Harrenhal.
I'm gonna have to secretly do another reread
Yeah,
again, but
yeah.
I want to say it's Burning Mill, and then the battle that's gonna happen near the water at Cracklaw Point is where I think Moondancer was. And I think that's all I saw from the trailers.
In
Somebody in
terms
the
of battles.
with tell us, yeah, in
and
terms of
and
battles.
right, right. um I don't know, let's see who at the end of, I think, the trailer for the greens, there is a dragon that shows up. You remember?
Mm.
Who do you think that
I don't
dragon is?
because it was kind of bluish, if I remember correctly.
Okay, so I know now because I read what Ryan Condal said. I did not at the moment. When if you watch my trailer reaction, I was like, is this the Sarion? Is this because I don't know if you read, but Daron is gonna be part of House of the Dragon. It's just we don't know if it's gonna be season 2 or 3. Daron. So
Yeah, I can
uh
definitely see him being pushed off. But what did
yeah.
Ryan Condal say? Because I didn't see it today, and I'm happy to hear it now.
But do you remember the dragon?
Yeah, I remember
It's
the
at the
dragon from the
very
trailer.
end. Do
Yes,
you think you know which dragon is?
I can guess. I'll give you two guesses, and
No,
that's it.
no, no, no. You get one. You get one.
I get one guess. I mean, I'm gonna say Sea Smoke.
It is Sea Smoke. It is Sea Smoke, dude. I told you you just needed one. Damn it. Okay, so I really thought it was for some reason I thought it was gonna be like Dreamfire or Silverwing, but more Dreamfire, because I was really all mixed up. I was all over the damn place. I was not able to figure out which dragon was this, because for what I thought was that Sea Smoke was just going around wild. All this time I've thought that Sea Smoke has gone wild. And you know what just hit me?
What hit you?
I think now that the dragon that we saw in the teaser trailer
Mm.
of like the very first one that came out like 2, 3 months ago. You know that scene, that beautiful scene where it's Rhaenyra and Cyrax, or like over here, and Cyrax and some other dragon on the other side, and we
Yes.
thought that it's actually that it's Adam pledging to Rhaenyra, blah blah blah, with sea smoke. That all this time I've thought it's sea smoke, but now I'm starting to doubt and think that what if, like, the way it looks, if it's actually Dreamfire and Helena.
I don't think that was Helena on the other side though.
I
But
don't
then,
think so either, but it just hit me because this dragon at the end of the trailer, it looks way different than what we got from Sea Smoke in season one and all of that. Like,
yeah, you know what? We're gonna find out. We're gonna,
yeah,
but
there's no other way.
yeah, because it could be just something they did it a little different, or it looks different at different angles, just due to all that good CGI they have to do to make these dragons.
Yeah.
But I want to say it's Sea Smoke, especially if you said he confirmed it was Sea Smoke, and on in that one scene with Rhaenyra and that other dragon, I want to say that was Sea Smoke too, way back in
Yeah.
that first trailer.
Yeah, I've always said it's Sea Smoke. I just started questioning myself, and it just literally hit me right now.
Hey,
Um,
you could be right now. Hey, that's just my opinion. It's not saying it's wrong.
no. I don't care. Even if I'm wrong, I win. I get to see the dragons. Whichever dragon it is, whatever. Give it to me.
Hey, you still get to enjoy yourself.
Yeah, totally. So yeah, let me see before we go to that. You have another one?
I think that's most of the things I enjoy. Just I can't wait till June 16th.
16, dude. That's
Oh my gosh.
it's gonna be good. Um, so the thing that I was gonna ask is, do you think, or this is what I put down. I
I'm ready.
put, will Rhaenyra be more battle active than what we got in Fire and Blood?
I don't think she will, but I also never held it against her that she wasn't on the front lines fighting. Because in my opinion, I don't need the rule in this fictional world. I don't need a ruler who is on the front lines. Robert Baratheon, that's cool and all. He can lead an army, but I need somebody that can lead us during peacetime as well. Like, nobody is mad that Tywin Lannister's never on the front lines. No one's ever mad that Ned Stark wasn't on the front lines of a battle. I need you, or Stannis Baratheon. So she might participate a little bit, but I don't see her being too active in any of these battles.
I get what you're saying. You're talking about it more in like big war moments, or
Yeah.
like big battles.
Oh, and you're bringing up, like, will we see her like in any
And
skirmishes or?
and don't get me wrong, you answered it perfectly because I did. I just thought about it. I put it down. You answered it correct, like perfectly. Now I'm thinking more if I actually meant when I thought about it, and maybe that's my Spanish again, as always. My
You're
Spanish
perfect.
messes me up. Sometimes I think something in Spanish, I put it down, and it's actually shit. That's not what I was trying to say. But I think more, yeah. Like, what did you say? Like scrimmages?
Yeah, like maybe like a skirmish. Maybe they'll be doing some talk somewhere. She's trying to get somebody on her side, and maybe there's a fight and she has to use Cyrax, because it definitely seems
Yeah.
like she'll be active like in the Riverlands a little
Right.
bit. So maybe there'll be a small battle and she has to hop on type of her beautiful Cyrax dragon and make everybody remember that she is a dragon queen.
That was pretty much one of the little hints that I got, that got me thinking while watching the
Mhm.
trailer. I was like, is she gonna be more, which I would be so down for that. Like, if they decide to have Rhaenyra more proactive in the compared to the books, even though, as we know, the books are from an unreliable source, which is BS Archmaester Gildane.
Mhm.
So yeah, I wouldn't mind if they had Rhaenyra be more proactive and like fights and whatever. I don't.
Oh yeah, that'll be great. That'll be great to see. Throw in a couple for the fans. Get her a
Yeah,
little more active. Like, I wouldn't be mad at it.
yeah, and especially since we mentioned the whole Daenerys thing of like reminiscing and appearances and whatever. Danny a lot of times went, ahead
Yeah.
and took matters into her own hands or to her dragon.
Oh yeah. Hey, if it's coming from Rhaenyra or if it's coming from anyone else, I think we're gonna get plenty of Dracarys moments in season
Yes.
2 of House of the Dragon.
Oh, that is for certain. Um, well, I think that was my last question. I am gonna keep adding things really, like notes and whatever to see like maybe whenever we get back together, um, hopefully sooner. And of course, if you're, uh, if you have time and all of that, you're good. Do you have anything else?
Only thing I have to say is thanks to everyone that's listening here. Thanks to everyone listening in the live, and I appreciate everyone being here.
Absolutely. You guys are absolutely incredible. Remember to follow Binging Dragons on every social media available right now, pretty much except Clapper. I am going back to their TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, you name it. Check us out. And as well as this is the 6th episode, which is crazy. Already 6 episodes. I didn't really think, I was like, I really hope I get past 5 or even at least 3, because a lot of people, believe it or not, they give up by the 3rd episode. And to be 6 episodes, I am so like excited for this. We're only gonna get better.
I just said it's gonna be great. I gotta catch up to you and get all these episodes out,
Nah,
and
yeah,
I
dude.
can't wait to listen. I can't wait to listen to them all.
Thank you, man. Again, thank you all for listening. TikTok, wherever you're listening, thank you. You guys are freaking awesome. And we'll see you in the next one, okay? And this time, instead of Valar Morgulis, Dracarys to all of you and me as well. I'll see you. This was Binging Dragons.